In the heart of a small, forgotten town stood Willow Manor, a decrepit old house cloaked in shadows and mystery. Rumors whispered through the streets, tales of the haunting that plagued its halls, and the terrifying specter that wandered its rooms, the Old Lady of Willow Manor. Legend had it that she was once a kind soul, a healer who tended to the sick and needy in her community. But as the years passed, her kindness twisted into something darker, fueled by resentment and bitterness. People spoke of her experiments, her desperate attempts to defy death itself, and the tragic consequences that followed. Few dared to approach Willow Manor, but curiosity drew one brave soul, a young journalist named Emily. Determined to uncover the truth behind the stories, she ventured into the darkness, her footsteps echoing against the worn floorboards. The air was heavy with the scent of decay as Emily explored the abandoned rooms, each one filled with relics of a forgotten past. But as she delved deeper into the labyrinthine corridors, she felt a chill crawl down her spine, a sensation that she was not alone. Whispers echoed through the halls, faint at first but growing louder with each step. Emily's heart pounded in her chest as she followed the sound, drawn towards a flickering light at the end of the hallway. There, in the dim glow of a lantern, stood the Old Lady of Willow Manor. Her face was shrouded in darkness, her eyes gleaming with a malevolent light as she beckoned Emily closer. "You should not have come here," the old lady croaked, her voice a haunting melody that sent shivers down Emily's spine. But Emily stood her ground, her curiosity outweighing her fear. "I want to know the truth," she replied, her voice trembling but determined. The old lady's lips curled into a twisted smile as she gestured towards a dusty tome resting on a nearby table. "Then read," she whispered, her voice echoing through the room like a ghostly chorus. With trembling hands, Emily opened the book, its pages filled with cryptic symbols and ancient incantations. As she read, the room seemed to pulse with energy, the air crackling with dark magic. Suddenly, images flashed before Emily's eyes. The old lady, young and vibrant, surrounded by shadows and whispers. She saw the experiments, the desperate attempts to cheat death, and the toll it took on the old lady's soul. But as Emily reached the final pages, a sense of dread washed over her. For in those pages lay the truth of Willow Manor, a truth too terrible to comprehend. The old lady cackled with glee as Emily stumbled backwards, her mind reeling from the revelations. "Now you know," she hissed, her form dissolving into shadows as she faded from sight. Terrified and alone, Emily fled from Willow Manor, her mind haunted by the horrors she had witnessed. But try as she might, she could not escape the memory of the old lady's laughter, echoing in the darkness like a curse. And so, the legend of Willow Manor lived on, a cautionary tale whispered through the ages of the haunted and horror old lady who dwelled within its walls.